Hey there, it's Ginger Bratzel from New Patient Attraction Automation coming from the Coronado Bay area of San Diego. I'm here for a conference and I usually do my recordings and do these weekly video strategies first thing in the morning, but I said, hey, we'll just do it later and it's a little cooler and the sun's starting to set, but it's a nice time to take a break and share with you. So been doing a lot of things on business developing today, and I was writing notes every time I go to a conference for X. I learn something else as far as why inside my head, things that come to mind, and I always want to share with you. And so one of the topics that came up today that I really thought was worth sharing on these tips is reality and perspective. And what I mean by that is being honest and truthful. And we talked to you about that in your marketing, about how you approach patients, how you treat people, and of course, that's your motto. But I wanted to come through and talk to you about something as far as like how I help build businesses. And it's not that it's a dishonest kind of approach, but it's not something we've really ever talked about. It's never come up in these areas. So I wanted to bring it up ahead of time. It's like, how do you build the business? So I've got tons of emails in. Last week I had a lady, a spouse of a dentist, and she may be watching this. And if you are, hi, and it's all good. But she was talking about building the business in conversion, case conversion, and her husband was a laser dentist, and that's great. That's certified. But she wanted me to teach her everything about laser dentistry, and we were talking about case conversion, and she wanted everything to be directed towards that. And so, that really brought up an interesting topic because I never said I was going to talk about laser dentistry in this particular training that was brought up. It's about patient conversion. And the thing with conversion, it doesn't matter about you. It doesn't matter about what the heck, what stupid procedure or training or whatever we think is important, because it has no relevance to the patient. What's important to them. So I have never, ever, ever taught a doctor or a practice how to build their practice based on a procedure. I have never told them how to practice dentistry. I've never said you have to offer a certain procedure to be successful. No matter what you do, it does not have any bearing. So if you do laser dentistry, we still have to address what patients want to go through and what they need for experience. And if you do it, kudos to you. But that is not going to make or break your success. It's not the initials after your name. I told you that in my story. I went around building my business the wrong way. I've told it a million times. I thought that's what was important because that's what dentists believed. And you guys, we in our dental profession, are the last to say that. The only one who says it's important is the guy selling the laser or that training and that certification, because we are hiding behind something else. Our success is dependent on an outside tool. We have to be honest with ourselves and say, hey, I'm responsible for changing things. You as a human being. So that's a hard pill to swallow. So if you think you need new things, I had a couple several years ago that their practice, this doctor could not talk to patients. He was terrible at it. And there was nothing we were going to do about changing it. But that did not mean that he couldn't be successful. It means we needed to find someone else in the office to take that role. And it was all doable. But he thought instead he needed to do a $25,000 coffee bar in his office. That was what's going to make or break him. And it came back to he was chasing people off. So if technology is what you're using as your crutch, and that's what it is, a crutch to sell dentistry, or you believe to sell dentistry, I'm going to just knock the blocks out from under your feet. It's not that. And so it's to be really transparent, really, really raw. That's what I was making that mistake in my business. I've told that story. Getting a lot of initials after my name did not grow my business at all. I had to be really good at talking to people and finding out what they wanted in their ways. That's universal across any profession. I don't care what kind of widget you have. People justify on logic after they bought on emotion. And if they don't like you, they don't know you, they don't trust you, and they can't connect with you, it doesn't matter. So you think that laser dentistry or that certification or your diplomat of whatever institute is going to make a difference, go on, keep thinking that, okay? And I'm telling you, it's not going to make a difference. Me and you are never going to get past this. I'm never going to be able to help you, and you're going to be stuck in that situation. So you're going to be running from one expensive toy to another. Because here's the deal. If I go next door and I buy that to you and I buy a laser, then I will put you out of business because I could talk to people better than you can. So if that's what you're going to use as your crutch, go right ahead. But if you're serious and you really want to do good, and if you really want to be successful, and there's nothing wrong with that world, there's nothing wrong with that word. Life is hard. You deserve to be successful. You've done something that very few people can do. You have a dental practice. And that takes a really unique individual. But if you rely on that piece of technology or the initials of that degree, you will never, ever, ever get there. And I don't want that for you. I want you to get there. So let's take it back. Let's deal with what we all have in common as humans. That connection. So I wanted to bust some bubbles, lay it out, tell you the truth, and it's life is hard, but it's so worth it because this is your reward for having an outstanding life. You get that. So if you want to trade in that card, the hard card, and do the work, you deserve everything you get. But if you're going to rely on something else, can't help you. Can't help you, my friend. So signing off from sunny San Diego, I think I'm going to go and see what's going on down at the bar. Take care. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.